Hello, welcome back to LIVENODING. In this episode, I want to share this simple creations. It's basically recreating the Infinity Room, an artwork like installation project by Yayoi Kusama. We are actually inside a box, and inside the box, we just simply scatter lots of dots and light. Okay, so this is actually it's really simple. Let me switch off the we are inside EV. With EV we get glow and stuff, but yeah, so basically we have a box, and the box itself need to be reflective. So I think I make the metallic 100%, and then we go inside the box, and then we just enable Raytrace, and suddenly we have all this kind of craziness. It's just reflections of a lot of things. I think I also need to enable Raytrace light paths and make sure this glossy is set a bit higher. So currently, I wonder if I'm doing it the right way. I think, yeah, we have multiple reflection of Susan head. Not as obvious, but let me pause that. So let me quickly show the setup. We have the default cube that's simply being scaled, and we have these dots, and the dots is just super basic. So let me show you. We started with the grid. Let's make this grid so we can adjust the grid, and the grid is being multiplied a couple of times. And there's this random value. If I disconnect the random value, you can see it's just like basically like a grid. And I can move this thing, so I can adjust the size and the scale. I think we need a factor P nodes inside geometry nodes to recreate something like this. I think it could be really handy just to create like a grid, 3D grid, basically. And then from this 3D grid, I simply realize instances. If I didn't realize instances and convert this to points and then use random value in the offset, you can see I'm only offsetting the grid. It still stays inside the grid. So this is actually interesting and useful as well. But for now, we're just gonna realize instances and then turn the instance into points. I think we could have used instances to points. I believe this also should work. Oh, no, don't worry about that. So mesh the points, and we can randomize the position. So it looks like just random points, but it's actually, you know what it is. So from these points, we could then just use the points to instance another objects, which is this UV. We can do it this way, like just a small size sphere, and then just instance on these points, and then set the material and set shade smooth. The material itself, you can probably guess, just a random material. So random color, plug into this guy and into the emissions, and we can control the emission strength. If we are using EV, we get the glow, but if we probably need to use compositing just to get the final result. So this is using EV, there's a glow and stuff. This is actually kind of nice if we can make it reflective. For now, just cycles, and we have this thing happening. So we have reflection of Suzanne. We are probably missing a light source. So I added this area light. A better way is probably not to use area light, but I think this is alright. It's simulating like a real, like a room with a simple one light source, and then the room is really dark and you just walk into it. So you have this infinity room of Yayoi Kusama. So this is basically the setup. And normally the room is full of glowing light in different colors like dots. So I think that's pretty much it. And yeah, this is with different saturations. This is alright as well. I think I don't mind this. You can stay this for a while. If you want something a little bit fancier with the light, you can use the light generators. Let's see if I could find it. Light setup generators. Okay, this guy. Just append all of them. This is from, I forgot his name, BBBN, I think. So we have the other Suzanne. We're just gonna kill it. We have smaller Suzanne, and we have this light source. We might need to adjust the light a little bit. There's the distance, minimum, maximum. Just make it small. Yeah, hopefully this works. Okay, it's pretty bright. Maybe I need to play around with the size, with the distance. So this light maybe shouldn't cast a shadow, or need to act like a portal. I don't know if this works. Maybe it doesn't. Okay, in this case the light disappears. I have actually the one with the light already working. I think probably this one. Yeah, basically the light gives some kind of ambience around it, but because we are indoor, so probably well, anyway, for now I'm just gonna use just the area light, but I just show you. Maybe we need multiple of this light. Yeah, if this is infinity room and you want to have some light, maybe it doesn't need to cast shadow, just basically like this. Yeah, select the matrix, Suzanne, and the reflections, and the room itself actually have color. If you adjust the color, you can get different result with the ray trace. This is maximum. Everything is reflective. If you add a bit of roughness, you get like a more blurry shadow. but you want it to be more metallic and maybe a little bit darker with the light. So yeah, that's pretty much the infinity room. Again, you need to ensure the light path have enough reflections, so we can have like 3 only, 4, 5, and increase this number so you have multiple reflections. And I guess this is pretty fast on my M1 machine. Could be faster if you're using GPU. This is using just CPU. Let's see. Sometimes, okay, with this GPU, it depends on your memory, but if it can calculate and handles the scene, then it should work fine. Maybe in this case too heavy or not yet optimized, so I'm back to CPU. M1 CPU, just 8 core CPU, and we have infinity room of Yayoi Kusama. Alright, so recreated using geometry nodes. So this is, of course, you can create different versions, but like I said, it's really simple. Hopefully you find this useful. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.